Tonight we go deeper than headlines. We believe parts of the 2024 election show statistical and tabulation anomalies consistent with manipulation. This isn't fear-mongering, it's data that demands answers. Introducing the ETA, or the Election Truth Alliance, which uses cybersecurity methods, statistical forensics, and heat map tabulation techniques to flag suspicious precinct behavior in swing states. Boy, that's a mouthful. ETA doesn't treat this lightly. They subject their analyses to cross-checks, they invite critique, and compare clean elections abroad with U.S. data. In North Carolina, for example, ETA's report is especially striking. The anomalies they uncover cannot be ignored. In North Carolina, when comparing presidential results to the superintendent of public instruction race, there is a drastic divergence. Kamala Harris is reported to have received 122,231 fewer votes than the Democrat in that down ballot race, while Trump is credited with 191,470 more votes than the Republican in that same down ballot contest. ETA shared a working analysis by Dr. Walter Mebane, a noted election forensics expert.
We are seeing a consistent pattern benefiting Republican candidates at higher turnout, which we flag as anomalous. And when using our regression analysis, which can somewhat estimate the scale of impact, we are seeing potentially 197,000 anomalous votes across the state. And this is somewhat backed up by Dr. Walter Mebane Jr.'s eForensic model, which is estimating at highest numbers maybe 207,000 possibly fraudulent votes, but with high confidence, 102,000 malevolent, manipulated votes.
ETA's own regression model yields about 197,000 votes consistent with patterns of manipulation, notably more than the margin between Trump and Harris in the state, about 183,722. Then there's the heat map tabulation. When precincts with higher turnout show disproportionate movement to one candidate, that can be a sign of vote switching or additions.
So on the left, we see mail-in. It looks far more normal. It is a little stretched up and down, but generally speaking, it shows a far more circular and normal voting behavior. On election day, 19.8% of the votes, by the way. So not a huge amount of the votes, but a solid amount. We do see a very concerning pattern here. Instead of being that more circular grouping of votes and turnout, we're seeing that these precincts are pretty stretched up and down the vote share axis. We believe this could be caused by switching. It doesn't cause turnout to rise, but it causes the candidate to disproportionately have more votes in certain precincts. And could be a side effect of switching votes, as we've highlighted with our down ballot analysis. On the right is early voting. 72.6% of all the votes cast were cast for early voting. And you'll notice this is where we see a strong correlation, potentially showing stuffing and some vote deletion as well mixed in. And you're just seeing it where precincts of lower turnout versus precincts of higher turnout. Republicans are losing at low turnout. They are winning at high turnout. That is a red flag for vote manipulation.
And when the ETA does this, they have also looked at prior elections in other countries as well to determine the accuracy of all these models. So, ETA's map for North Carolina and swing states display such precinct shifts. These are not casual observations. They suggest structural red flags in the tabulation process. Rockland County and local anomalies. The Rockland County case remains central. A lawsuit has forced discovery of internal logs, machine updates, and sworn affidavits claiming uncounted votes. If those documents support what ETA sees in North Carolina, we may be staring at a pattern rather than isolated quirks. We expect the discovery process to reveal whether tabulation updates or code changes left exploitable openings. There are additional claims already circulating. A data cord swap inside voting machines, software code enabling remote access, a Substack post claiming ex-CIA agent said an NSA audit 3 days before the election found Harris won as president. None of those claims have publicly verified forensic evidence, No logs, no chain of custody memos, no intelligence confirmation. But in the context of ETA's heat map findings, they become lines of inquiry, not distractions. Meanwhile, influencers like Elon Musk play a role not by hacking machines, but by shaping belief. Musk amplified unfounded claims of rigged voting machines, boosting reach via social media. He has political influence and public reach. When trust is shaken, even robust data can be drowned out by narrative. That's why these statistical analyses matter. They give substance to what otherwise looks like rumor. I don't present these findings as comforting. I present them as a call to accountability. We believe the anomalies ETA identifies are strong indicators of tampering, especially when they align across states and machines. When tabulation shifts, down-ballot divergences, heat map irregularities, and turnout-based movement all point in the same direction, that's not a coincidence. But even now, conspiracy whispers, satellites, cables, CIA plots can suck up attention and drown actual leads. Our focus must stay on what can be audited, recounted, and validated, not sensational rumors without evidence. ETA's work offers a credible framework. The cable swaps and CIA claims may or may not pan out, but they don't replace the tabulation anomalies we already have on record. What comes next must be forensic audits, full recounts, and open discovery in every swing state with red flags. Lawyers, cybersecurity firms, independent statisticians, bring them in. ETA's maps and models deserve public, adversarial review. If we see matching signatures across states or a repeated pattern of tabulation shifts, we're no longer chasing rumors. We're following evidence. So here's where we stand. We believe tampering has occurred, or at least strong evidence of it exists. Our script tonight is not skepticism, it is determination. But belief is not enough. We rely on ballots, logs, chain of custody records, independent forensic review, because democracy demands not just belief, but proof. I'm Betsy Jordan. This is Behind the Curtain IMO. When we follow the data, not the whispers, we get closer to the truth. Please share this information, and thank you for being here.